Today I want to talk about culture shock after Ireland. When I came back to Japan after Ireland, culture shock, but more like what I didn't like in Japan. First time in Japan after 1 year in Ireland. Um, so yeah, let's get started. So the first one is clean, very clean. After I arrived in Japan airport, I realized how clean Japan is. Like everywhere is clean, bathroom, street, airport, everywhere beautiful and clean. So I realized how much we Japanese people care about like cleanness. And the second one is oh, sorry. The first one is what I like. What I like, not what I don't like. Um, the first one I really like it. So the second one I really don't like because the second one is people do like too much work. Like even people do even like unnecessary job. For example, when I arrived in airport, I arrived in Narita airport. Um, I went to like luggage section, like collecting luggage section, and I saw like many people like gathering the luggage section, and they're like doing like I don't know like organized stuff, like they're like touching the luggage and like try to like organize, like correct the direction, something like that. And there are like two or three people there. I was like, is it necessary? Like, maybe just one person can do it. No, definitely three people are too much. Like, and also like, is it really necessary job? Like organizing the, luggage stuff. Yeah, maybe like helping, people to hand the right luggage over to the people. But I don't know, maybe just one person is enough. Like, yeah, too much work. And also, like, realized that when I went to the supermarket on the day, I realized Japanese people always say, like, sorry too much. Like, for example, when I do the checkout at the supermarket, the staff said, like, staff asked me, um, like, what was that? I guess receipt. She asked me like, do I need receipt? If I need receipt or not, and I said no, I think. And she said, "Oh, sorry, excuse me. Like, why you sorry? Why you sorry? You didn't do anything wrong." She just asked me like, do I need a receipt or not? And I said no. It's just like a normal conversation, right? But she apologized to me like, "Oh, sorry about this. Like, sorry for asking this." Like, what? You don't need to sorry for me. Like, I was like, it's like, I don't know. Some people think that is politeness in Japan, like respectful, like polite way for Japanese people. But I don't think so. To be honest, it's kind of like too much and like sounds like fake. Like they try to be nice to customers maybe, but I feel like too much and like I feel like receiving like fake service. Like it's not like real conversation at all. I mean, not like rude, but kind of strange. Like robot. Like yeah, I didn't feel so much like good. Yeah. Okay, so number three, people are rude, which is also I don't like about Japan. For example, in a supermarket, Japanese supermarkets kind of like smaller than Western country supermarket, I think. Um, like even a big supermarket, like each section is really tiny, and like like if you like doing like shopping, like you could like attack people, you could like hit people like easily, other people easily. So always I need to say like, oh sorry, excuse me, and I have to like you know go through uh the path. And I realized like when I was in Europe, people always say like if someone hit me, people always say like, oh sorry or excuse me or something like that. But here, nobody tried to like communicate. I mean, nobody say like excuse me or sorry or something like that. They just try to like avoid me like without saying anything. Normally when you like when you try to avoid people, try and get through the path, you say maybe like excuse me or sorry, pardon me. Um, but people here try not to say anything as much as they can, as much as possible. I don't know. I was used to the you know Western culture because I was in the island for 1 year, and I came back to Japan October 2025, and yeah, it was culture shock. Like I feel like people are rude here. Yeah, just say something. I don't know. People try to not contact people. Like seems kind of like Japanese people reserved, moderately like kind of shy. I get the point. I know the character because I'm also Japanese, so yeah, people try not to like contact other people, but kind of too much. Like, yeah, I feel like rude, like that kind of thing are rude. And also when I got on the train, um, after airport, I arrived in airport in Japan, and then I took the train to the nearest station from my house, and I was carrying like large, big, two large suitcases. So it was really tough to like get on the train. Like it's like a like subway, so I need to like carry the two large big suitcases, and I need to like carry, you know, the just like normal like tube subway. Yeah, you can imagine. And a lot of people. It was like 10 p.m., 11 p.m. And but it was like Friday night, so there are lots of people. After they finish work, they normally like go to like drinking with their colleagues or friends, or some people like doing like work like overtime, and they finish like 10 or 11, and they go and run into the last train. They're going back home. So there are lots of people there. But yeah, it's my luggages. Yeah, yeah, it's fine. Like I can do by myself. But not. Of course, it's a heavy. They are heavy, and I was doing by myself. I didn't expect like oh maybe someone helped me, but nobody cared about me. Nobody cared about like me like doing like this and station to the train when I got on the train. Like nobody cares. Nobody tried to help me or something. Like maybe some people could ask me, like, are you okay, or oh, I can do this, because there are lots of people there, like literally like full train, nearly full train, like I'd say like 90% full train. And if I were in Europe, Western countries, I was also in Germany 1 year as well. So I was in Europe 2 years in total. So I could imagine maybe if I were in Europe, maybe someone could help me, or maybe ask me something, offer me something. But people here are not doing anything, just like silent. It's like supermarket people, the same logic. Like people try not to contact other people as much as possible. I thought a bit rude, not nice at all. Yeah, so I just don't know, like, you know, some tourists always say like, oh, Japanese people are so nice and kind. But I don't know, like, it's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, of course, like some people are nice, kind, but in many situations, I'd say I wouldn't say Japanese people are nice and kind, to be honest. That's kind of sad. Yeah. Okay. So today I just want to tell you my culture shock after Ireland, kind of bad things. Um I don't know, if you live in Japan for a long time, maybe you would notice the similar things, I guess. So if you have like experienced the like kind of like similar things, let me know, and just like leave any comments below. Okay, bye.